Time now for the Pure Chill Saturday morning news on this Saturday morning, November 14th, 2015. Good morning to you all here on this lovely Saturday morning here, November the 14th, 2015 here. Here are your news and eyes here in our top story, 8 o'clock. Here is the terror in France says ISIS claimed responsibility for a gunfire and blasts that killed targeted 6 sites. Friday night in Paris killed 120 people in one of Europe's deadliest massacres in recent years. Saturday night debate of Democratic presidential debate in Des Moines, Iowa, between Senator Bernie Sanders, incumbent of Vermont, and Hillary Rodham Clinton, and former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley, will shift focus on the Paris terror attacks. The U.S. Supreme Court will review a controversial Texas law that would reduce the number of abortion clinics in the country's second most populous state from 19 to 10 if it were fully implemented, said on Friday. A number of terrorist attacks have been taking place throughout Paris tonight, where one of the targets being the Bataclan music venue where Eagles of Death Metal were playing at one of the time of the terrorist invasion. Top Republican presidential rivals take out territory on issue. Bystanders look on to the next one open-air tour bus set right under scaffolding that crashed during the construction site of Union Square in San Francisco on Friday. London, thousands of people have been evacuated from the North Terminal at Gatwick Airport on Saturday over reports of suspicious package. In Tokyo, a magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck Saturday off the coast of southwest Japan, triggering a small tsunami. There were no immediate reports of damage and injuries. U.S. air safety experts have only limited rail focused strictly on engine-related technical issues as they assist the Egypt-led proponent in the crash of the Russian jet in the Sinai Peninsula 2 weeks ago, according to senior U.S. President Obama vowed Friday to go after any terrorist networks that go after our people after gruesome attacks in Paris chilled into the White House, just as Obama was preparing to rally world leaders behind the latest plans to combat radical Islamists. Orlando, Brisbane, Donald Trump, after weeks of bristling and rising challenges, has again seized center stage in a chaotic Republican nomination race and unleashed on a turn in personal and sometimes profane attacks that forces rivals. Paris, a stadium, a cathedral, a succession of cafes and bars around Paris, attacks on several sites around the French capital left. U2, shocked by deadly Paris attacks, cancels concert. Support and prayers from around the world are poured on Friday by the family of an Indiana pastor whose pregnant wife was murdered in a home invasion on Tuesday. The FBI has called to assist an investigation of the death of an Idaho rancher killed by police after his bull was hit by a car. Washington, U.S. Retail sales rose less than expected in October amid a surprise decline in automobile purchases suggested a slowdown in the consumer spending and could temper the expectation of a strong pickup in fourth quarter economic growth. Investors and analysts now regarded the December increase as all but certain and apparent and expected developments, but it is not an argument of delay taken in the first step to raise the rates, Master said in the prepared remarks to the City Club of Cleveland. The economic calendar with next week is highlighted by the minutes from the Federal Reserve October meeting as well as an array of economic data focuses notably on inflation and housing. Washington, China's yuan moved closer to joining other top global currencies in the International Monetary Fund's benchmark foreign exchange basket on Friday after fund staff and IMF chief Christine Lagarde gave the move the thumbs up. Planet HD 189-733b is shown in front of the Spirit Star as a belt of wind around the equator of the planet travels at 54 miles apart from the heat of the day side to the night side. A mysterious piece of space junk that was detected hurtling towards Earth about a month ago splashed down in the Indian Ocean this month, scientists said. New Horizon scientists use a technique called as principal common analysis that returns from Pluto inside a rainbow or false color. Medical doctors at Cleveland Clinic mentioned in this week that they may try to offer 10 ladies the possibility to be pregnant by offering with a uterine transplant. Some women have very high levels of glucose in their blood, and their bodies were unable to produce enough insulin to transport all the glucose in their cells, resulting in the progressively rising levels of glucose. Smokers and public gas and better that take a few last drags, as the federal government is proposed to ban smoking in public gas, and not just in the public areas like lobbies, but also in the departments themselves. London, AstraZeneca PLC said on Friday that we wanted to put the U.S. for potential lung cancer treatment after an unusually quick development process that took just 2.5 years. Okay, take a look at New England Insular. It's here at 8:04. In Revere, Massachusetts, on Lee Burbank Highway, on Ditchborn Street, motor vehicle accident of a vehicle in Whirlpool as They requested reversing on the scene until it wasn't removed. And Peter Shell News Time, 8:05. Time for a sports report here. Last night, the Boston Celtics beat the Atlanta Hawks 106-93 at the TD Garden here, while the Norton Lancers football team behind Justin Ireland's 5 touchdowns and 255 yards set the record as he is the all-time rushing leader in North Lancer history for a single season as they defeat the Silver Lake Lakers in Kingston, Massachusetts 49-21 here. Today, the North Lancers boys soccer team are in the South final of the MIA Boys South Division 3 final in Brockton at 3 p.m. against the Norwell Clippers here at 3 o'clock in Brockton here. While the Boston Bruins will be at the TD Garden at 7 o'clock tonight, taking on the Detroit Red Wings. The Boston Red Sox acquired all-star closer Claire Kimbrell from San Diego yesterday for a quartet of prospect outfielder Manuel Magot, infielders Javier Guerra and Carlos Azujere, and left-handed pitcher Logan Allen. Receiver Wilford and Notre Dame have gone from number 5 to number 4 to college football playoff rankings, right where any experts not on the TFP committee believe the Irish belong. It appears that the Celtics have done trying to meticulously eliminate the new season have been rather casual about their adjustment before Friday. And in Boulder, Colorado, a dual loss of the Southern California was not only reason Colorado coach Mike Mantar suffered after Friday night's game as lift out hurt in Colorado's 27-24 loss to USA. Peter Cheladusa, Bazell. Peter Cheladusa, Bazell, 8:06. Time for a Trevor report. Spills sailing downways and byways in New England here, and except we have some few slow spots. Route 2 to the westbound side, so from Fresh Parkway all the way up to Lexington to 225 here. And Route 6 to the eastbound side here. An accident on Route 6 to the eastbound side before Route 124 in Bristol, so expect delays on Route 6 to the eastbound side from Route 124. That is before Route 124 in Bristol. But otherwise, smooth sail coming on downways and byways. We can get some road work at Route 6 East in Yarmouth. Okay, looking at MBTA alerts here. Portal to be closed from the start to the end of the service on November 14th and 15th. As please board next to the blue line at St. Street under the closure here. Green line E branch Pittsburgh Modern Lanes to disabled train at Northeastern inbound here. Buses replace the red line service between JFK, UMass, and Great 3 stations on November 14th and 15th and November 21st and 22nd from the start to the end of the service here. And on the ferries, on the Cabira Rail, Freeman Whistle Line train 150164 from substation currently operated about 5 minutes behind schedule. Currently near South First Station here at Newburyport Rockville Line train. 1170 from Rockport delayed 10 to 20 minutes, and it's currently stopped before Brentwood Billy Deep Portal with a switch problem here. Ferries are looking good. Favorite Chelsea News Times 8:08 on this Saturday morning. Time for a weather report for today. Both sides skies high about 47 degrees. No first about 10 to 50 miles against the highest. 28 miles an hour here. For the night, most of the coast skies about 31 degrees. West about 7 to 9 miles against the highest. 20 miles an hour here. Sunday, both sides skies about 54 degrees. West about 6 to 11 miles an hour against the highest. 21 miles an hour here. Saturday night, forecast skies about 39 degrees. West about 3 to 8 miles an hour. For Monday, side skies about 57 degrees. West about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. Monday night, most coast skies about 34 degrees. Tuesday, both sides skies about 47 degrees. Tonight, forecast skies about 34 degrees. Wednesday, part side skies about 50 degrees. Wednesday night, chance of showers after 4 a.m. Most skies about 42 degrees. Chance of 30%. Thursday, chance of showers, most skies about 58 and about 47 degrees. Chance of 45% here. And for Friday, chance of showers, most skies about 57 degrees. Chance of 40%. Currently in Norton, 45 degrees with first skies. Humidity 58%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Saturday morning news on the Saturday morning, November 14th, 2015. Please have a good morning and a goodbye day. See you at noontime for a noontime report. Have a good day.